bust them.
Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, man.
These two prolific scorers putting on a show here in the third. Durant again. We're going to overtime. Harden, step back three. Bang! And the Rockets will get the overtime win.
Hannah and Matt back with you with the Rockets OT win on Sunday to get back into the series with the Warriors. Monday night NBA, I tell you what, setting up to be a great night tonight. Pair of game fours, including the Celtics, who have lost 2 straight, Hannah, after dominating game 1.
Well, I mean, adding true insult to injury. It was really the 24-year-old who may very well be the MVP. Absolutely relentless on the Celtics' home floor. Friday night, he wasn't spectacular. You know, he's not like splashy, but absolutely dominant and deadly. Giannis against the Celtics in front of their fans put the Bucks up 2-1. The Greek Freak has increased his points, his rebounds, his assists, shooting percentage in each of the 3 games. And in game 3, just 2 assists shy of a triple-double. The Celtics drop it on their home floor. They've been mostly dominant in Boston over the last couple seasons, winning 12 of their last 14 home playoff games, with 4 of those wins coming against the Bucks. And boy, do they need one tonight. And Marcus Smart, his status has been upgraded to questionable for tonight, sidelined since early April with a torn oblique muscle. And now here is the man himself, Marcus Smart.
The boxes are being checked, and we're taking it one day at a time. But I'm definitely in the right position and right progression stage to where I'm getting really close to coming back.
Nice show and go by Giannis. Oh, and the body of a Greek god and the execution of an NBA MVP.
I just got to do my job. I just got to go in there strong, try to finish, and just try to focus on my team, my teammates, what I got to do in my job.
He's not stopping. He's going to keep going after it, and as you should. And we just got to be able to wall up and do the little things a lot better than we did last game.
And according to Second Spectrum, Giannis scored 22 points on drives in Game 3. That is tied for his most in any game of his career, regular season and playoffs, and the most by any player this postseason. He combined for just 15 points on drives in the first 2 games. For more, here's Michelle Beadle and the Countdown crew.
Celtics-Bucks game 4 tonight. The Bucks lead that series 2-1. No Malcolm Brogdon. That's one piece of news. But on the Celtics side, Marcus Smart is hopeful to return here for game 4. Paul, what do the Celtics need to do to tie this thing up?
Well, that'll be big if they can get Marcus Smart back, because they need to find their defensive tenacity that they had in game 1. That's who the Celtics are. The last couple games, they haven't been able to control the Greek Freak. He's pretty much done whatever he wanted. Their offense comes and goes, but they have to be that defensive presence all game long if they want a shot at beating the Bucks. And I think they'll get back to that. That's who they are. That's who they've been all season. Offense comes and goes, but if they can hang their hat on the defense, they'll win game number 4.
I agree with Paul. I mean, they do need Marcus Smart back. He's their emotional leader. He's their tough guy, their toughness. There's nothing he can do to help with Giannis. Nothing that he can do there. But he makes winning plays. He does things that you just need to happen. I don't know if they're going to tie this thing up. I really don't.
Who you taking?
I'm going with the Bucks in this game.
Wow.
Overwhelming lead then.
You use the term emotion. That reminds me of one player, Kyrie Irving. I need to see him be efficient from the floor. The Boston Celtics aren't really the type of team, because they're so very talented, that when you're shooting poorly, that you got to take over 20 shots. That's the time when you got to distribute and make other guys around you better. So I want to see that from him, as well as Jason Tatum. He tried to get going in the previous game, but let's see if he can have a breakout performance.
Are you confident they tie things up?
Yeah, I think they will.
I'm going with the Celtics.
Can I get a do-over?
No, you cannot.
Good, because I'm going with the Bucks.
Oh, boom! And what he said. Guys, back to you.
Boy, he made that look easy. Butler rising up. Fires a long one. Nothing but net. Kawhi not.
How about Kawhi, the second player in the last 50 years with 150 points, 30 rebounds, and 15 assists in the first 4 games of the series? The other, Michael Jordan against the Suns in '93. Leonard was the only Raptors player with a working jumper in Game 4. He went 8 for 12 on shots outside the paint. Everyone else in the Raptors uniform, 8 for 33. And when the Sixers somehow left him open, Kawhi made them pay. He went 6 for 6 on uncontested field goals. He is shooting 88% on open shots in the series. For more, we welcome back our basketball analyst, Seth Greenberg. And Seth, what stands out to you about Kawhi Leonard's performance in this series?
When you think about Kawhi Leonard, you think about efficiency. You can talk about him scoring in his middle game, his ability to defend, run the floor, but he always makes the right play. He has a great feel for the game and has the ability to make others better. Right there, what does he do? Ball screen, finds Gasol on the roll. His ability to attack two defenders, make two play him, is the key. And then once again, put it on the floor. Attacks the extra defender. What does he do? He makes the right play. The thing about Kawhi Leonard that makes him so special is he never forces it. He lets the game come to him. Oh, by the way, when he needs to, he'll not only take, but he'll make big shots and make big plays.
And we've also seen postseason stretches out of him in the past when he was with the Spurs, where he has the ability to not only take over a game, but an entire series. Let's keep it in the East now. Game 4 tonight between the Bucks and Celtics. Celtics in Game 1 just absolutely dominated Milwaukee. Since the Bucks have flipped the script, they've won the past 2 games. Seth, what's been the biggest reason why this has happened?
You know, Matty, your defensive transitions connected to your offensive execution. And quite honestly, the Celtics' offensive execution, their shot selection, has not been as good. And when you take bad shots, you have bad floor bounce. So you got 4 flat on the baseline. What happens is every defensive rebound that Giannis gets is a fast break scoring opportunity. If your defense isn't set, you can't corral the basketball. You can't keep him out of the lane. Quick shot, bad shot, contested shot. What happens? Giannis is a point forward. His ability to push it, attract the crowd, make the right play, that's the difference. And then, if you can keep him in the half court, you've got to be able to keep him out of the paint. One thing about Giannis, he did not settle in Game 3. He attacked. Stay on the ground, keep him in front, make him a passer. Don't let him beat you on that first dribble. They did a great job of attacking what I call the single side, where there was only one help defender. And when he gets in the lane, no one finishes as better. His first step is explosive. He finishes at the rim, and he can make that pass.
Yeah, and Seth, and to that point, in Game 3, Giannis scored all 32 of his points in the paint or from the free throw line. He was big interior. Amazing how this series has flipped. Seth Greenberg spending time with us today on SportsCenter.
Thanks, Patty.
All right, also coming up, Louis Riddick joins us in studio why a Browns rookie will need to back up his own words if he hopes to succeed in the NFL.
We have some sad news this morning from Belleville, Illinois. A star 8th grade football player was shot and killed by stray gunfire at a party on Saturday night. Jalen McKenzie, a running back and defensive back, had already received college offers from the University of Missouri and the University of Illinois. Jalen was featured in Sports Illustrated's Future issue last fall as one of 6 teenagers who would rule the future in sports. He told the magazine his dream was to make the NFL. A teenage girl was also shot at the party and is reportedly in critical condition. Police are investigating. No arrests have been made. Jalen McKenzie was 14 years old. We offer our sympathies to his family and all of those who loved him.